Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Big picture, we're right there again, have been quite a bit for the last week, and that is to say 178.04 is our upward continuation point into later year. Until then, this is an area we mapped out as a target about 6 weeks ago, and we settled above 149.64. This 2.5-year channel top at 178.04, still able to contain buying through the rest of the third quarter into the fourth, below which 149.64 in reach over the next couple of months. And that remains the trade right now. Unless we close Friday at 179.82 or higher, then the rubber band, so to speak, has snapped to the upside and should then yield the 219.64 full wave count within 2 to 3 months. So we are still at the capitulation point. The market hasn't capitulated to the upside, so to speak. Now on the daily chart, I'm going to jump right there right now. We've got 178.09 on the daily chart. And I've been mentioning those of you who may have gotten long, say Monday, 3 to 5 day swing traders above 178.09, and I'm just sort of supporting that trade. I'm not saying it's what I would do, but I know some of you who out there have probably done so. And so 178.09, as long as we're above this 178.04, 178.09 area and continue closing above it on a day-to-day basis through the rest of the week, we could quite readily see the 186 handle. 186.46 is this rising channel top, and you've got 186.39 is the 1.5 full swing to the upside. On the way up today, assuming we open above the 178.04, 178.09 area on the daily chart, the 183.30 area in reach today, we've got a kind of a double top thing going on here, roughly around 180.69. And so, I'm not going to read too much into that. That could be violated in the first 10 minutes of the opening bell. 183.30, though, is more meaningful. It is the actual high that took place last Thursday, the all-time high. And I think we could top out there on an intraday, possibly a daily basis. Pushing through 183.30 does signal the 186.46 level within the day, where we could top out possibly through the rest of the week and fall away. So Wednesday, if we test 186.46, it is still possible we could fall back and close the week Friday, that is to say, at or below the significant 178.04 channel top. Even if we close below 179.82, the 1% threshold, I'd be very cautious initiating a longer-term long position. If we close the week below 178.04, we are still on the sell side of this market. I know we're selling into strength, but and I'm not overly encouraging it. You could sell on weakness, and we're going to cover that in a moment. But selling on strength does provide a better price, obviously. And the risk, obviously, is because you're selling into strength, you can wind up eventually stopping out at a loss. And so I don't want to see that get carried away. I would say for the rest of the week, if you're a short-term trader and you're playing the short side, you can do so up to 186.46. If over the next few days we close above 186.46, I think you can forget about it. I think we've got a long-term buy signal that would then become official on Friday, closing at 179.82 or higher. But until then, we're in this sort of, this is a process. And playing the short side right now is still the side that I would skew toward unless we get that buy signal. Let's take a look at the downside.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
Today I've got 174.63. Now, if we break or open below 178.04, 174.63 is in easy reach, and we can bottom out there on an intraday basis. If we happen to break 174.63, 170.03 is, I'm going to use the word attainable today. I can't say that I would expect it, but it is in reach. And 170.03 is a level that could contain selling through the rest of the week, and from here we can round right back up into the 178 handle within the week, within just a few days. So 170.03 can contain weekly lows. It's also a downward pivot point, but we can round back up from here, back into the 178 handle by Friday's close. And once again, if we were to then close at 179.82 or higher, we're in a buy signal that should play out into the fourth quarter. On the other hand, if we close today below 170.03, I think that is the beginning of kind of selling this market on weakness. And that is to say, even not only just for 3 to 5 days, down to 160.13, but this area that I've mapped out, a while ago at 149.64 as in reach within a couple of months of now that we're testing 178.04. I do think that it really is this 170.03 that is our downward pivot. And I say that knowing that on the way down, 160.13 can give the market a trouble. In other words, we could bottom out here through the rest of August and round back up again to the, let's say, the 170.03 formation. But if you're kind of the patient 3 to 5 week out to the 2 to 3 month position trader, it is still, and I'll say it again, being short at 178.04 unless we close Friday at 179.82 or higher, and then it's reversing and going long. But until that condition, you're short, anticipating 149.64 over the next couple of months. And if you're not short now and you're wanting to go short with the objective being 149.64, I think closing below 170.03 is your next sell signal on weakness. The upside to that is you've got bearish momentum now that can play out in the week ahead and in the weeks ahead. The downside, though, I can't remember if I said downside or upside. The upside is you have bearish momentum. The downside is you're selling a settlement below 170.03 rather than selling strength into 178 handle resistance. I think that pretty much covers it. Please click like, share, subscribe. Oh, I do want to say, if I haven't already, I don't think I have, about Rocket Company, symbol RKT. We put out a stock pick at wickedstocks.com on Tuesday. We put out 2 a week. You can see everything we've actually done over the last few weeks. A handful are still sort of on the edge of being elicited. So you can see a lot of great stock pick information for free by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of our 5-day free trial, where you also get daily triple Q and daily SPY analysis, weekly Apple stock analysis, S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 analysis, all for a very reasonable $47 a month. And you don't even pay the $47 up front. We give you 5 days to check it out. And if you don't like it, after 4 or 5 days, you can bow out at no cost to you whatsoever. So go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of that 5-day free trial. I will be back, of course, tomorrow with Thursday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.